Here we are. Here we are, day 2 of Think and Grow Rich with Paul Carpenter. That's me. Welcome and thank you for joining. Today, the chapter is based on desire. So, yesterday when we got into the beginning of this whole concept of Think and Grow Rich, our third cycle, what we come to find out is we have to have a thing called definiteness of purpose. And that definiteness of purpose is connected to your desire. So how does it work, right? This is why I asked the question yesterday. If you haven't seen the episode from yesterday, please go back and check it. I asked what's called the $1 billion question. I ask it, I say very easily, I'm like, okay, look, if you had a lot of money, what would you do with it? It's a little bit more involved in the questioning. Go back to yesterday and find out. But today, we find that we have this thing, this idea, this passion that we're really hungry for. This is the desire. This is the thing that you feel on the inside that you're saying, I really want to accomplish this thing. I want to make something happen in my life. And I constantly am wondering how to do it. And it seems as like maybe there's a barrier or maybe I don't know, I can't explain it, Paul, but I want it and I don't know how to get there. Well, I will tell you this. The reason that I believe that your desire isn't being fulfilled is because you don't want it as bad as you think you do. There's a story in Think and Grow Rich. And there's a lot of these stories, but one in particular where a man is working as a pharmacist. Now, in this moment, the gentleman walks up to him and sells him a kettle, like an old tea kettle, and this guy travels around the world and sells this drink out of this kettle. Ends up becoming the biggest company in the world, called Coca-Cola. And he buys this kettle and this idea for $400. $400. This guy wasn't very rich, wasn't the smartest man in the world. And I think this is one of the things that Think and Grow Rich talks about a lot, is that you don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be super strong. Really, anybody can do this as long as they believe in themselves and have faith, which, by the way, is tomorrow's episode. So the idea here, once again, is that first you start off with your definiteness of purpose. Then you use that definiteness of purpose with desire to start moving forward. And this is what I was talking about yesterday when I say you just don't let the excuses stand in front of you. What you do is you take that and you move and you go past it. You find a way through it. You don't allow the excuses to become something that you hold on to so that you don't do the thing you wanted. It's that simple. So, how do you make the desire for something more intense so that you can push away all those things? The answer to this is obsession. Obsession, obsession. You must be obsessed with the thing that you want to do. If you look at any great artist, any great musician, anybody throughout the history of time, you'll find that they became obsessed. Obsessed on a really twisted level. But that obsession, that drive, that passion is the desire to be something, to get somewhere. And so through that action, they become somebody. They get to that next plateau, that next, evolutionary shift within your own self, right? So, step 1, writing down what it is that we want, how long it's going to take, and what we're willing or what we want from it, and how long it's. So let's start over. How much money we want, in the time that we want it, and what we're going to do for that money. Okay? That's the first chapter. That's the first idea. That's the definiteness of purpose. I'm going straight for a goal. Second thing is to attach desire to the thing that you really, really want. For instance, me. for the last 32 days now, I have been making videos on Think and Grow Rich. My desire, my definiteness of purpose is to be someone great for you. I want you to look at these videos and say to yourself, wow, I can do this. I can do this. Paul has inspired me. That is my definiteness of purpose, to be an inspiration to you and anyone else who would like to stay along in this journey. The desire I have is to become well known by doing these things, by giving you this information, by hopefully having somebody say, oh my God, I didn't realize that's what this was. Okay? Now, if you follow along, you're going to find that over and over and over and over again, there are these principles that seem to talk about themselves repeatedly. And I think, pretty sure, that's all in the gameplay. It's done on purpose, you see, because the more that you can take simple concepts and break them down and get even more in depth into those simple concepts, it will help you do the same for yourself when you're building your own dream. Because having every single piece of the dream makes the dream more possible, at least in your mind, right? If you know what you need here, then you can make it happen out here. Yeah? Okay. So, intense desire. Intense desire. Grabbing something and holding on to it and never letting go and saying, this is the only thing I want to do with my life. The overall encompassing modality of my life should be that I helped people. That's it. That's all I want. It's true. From there, if I can do that and I can help other people, I would then like to be able to live a life that is more comfortable based on me helping others. It's that simple. And I want the same thing for you. I want you to find something that you have garnished over time, that you have taken hours and hours to learn how to do. And I want you to find something that you're passionate about. And I want you to put that into this and do it your own way. Because I'm telling you, folks, the future of work is not going to be around. What we are going to be doing is fixing ourselves in a way that we never got to be able to do in the past. And this might not happen for another 10 or 15 years, but I'm looking in the future, and I want you guys to be in the future with me. So, by all means, take the dreams that you have, build them, and make them. Use this as a way to help you redefine your mind and put everything into place so that it works perfectly. It all mixes perfectly. So guys, today was day 2 of cycle 3 of Think and Grow Rich with Paul Carpenter. That's me, mentallyhip.com. I hope you've enjoyed this little journey that we've been doing so far. If you have any questions, comments, or anything at all that you'd like to tell me about, please put them down below. Also, I would really like it. I would love you if you could share, like, and subscribe. If you enjoy these videos, please make a comment. If you don't enjoy the videos and you're putting a thumbs down, tell me why so I can make them better. I want this to be something that we can do together. This should be a communication, not just me talky. I want you guys to tell me what it is I can do for you to make it better for you. And with that, my friends, please go out into the world today and do something good for somebody else. If you can't, do something nice for yourself. If you can't do that, which I'm sure you can do one or the other, you know what? Go out into the world and kick ass and take initials because you don't have time for the names. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Carpenter signing out. Thank you very much for following along with Think and Grow Rich. I hope you're enjoying this because I am. I really, really am. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.